The first fallacy we're going to talk about is the hasty generalization, which is an error in reasoning from specific instance, because we are jumping to a conclusion based on insufficient evidence. In other words, we've taken bits and pieces, maybe like one or two examples, and we've drawn a general conclusion based on those one or two examples. The problem here is that we have too few cases oftentimes, and often these cases are atypical. So, for example, we might ask a class of college students their opinion about something that affects the college. But the group that we're asking are all white males between the ages of 18 to 24. Now, there's a couple of problems here. The opinions of the white male between the age of 18 to 24 cannot be said to represent the opinions of everyone. And if you were to say that the opinion of all students is this, but your evidence is based solely off of that group, that would be a hasty generalization, right? You are making a claim based on this insufficient evidence, because the opinion of that student, of that white male student between the ages of 18 and 24, cannot be said to represent the opinion of any female students, any students of color, or any students outside of that age range. So we have too few cases, and they're atypical, right? In this particular instance, it's an atypical piece of evidence, right? But the same thing would happen if you were to ask like 10 students and extrapolate it to the college as a whole. That's too few cases. Even asking like 200 students could be said to be too small depending on the size of the population. So we need a nice big sample size that's representative of the population as a whole in order to make a logical reasoning. But if there's too few cases and they're atypical, then it's a hasty generalization. And this is also where stereotypes often come from. Someone will meet a person who comes from a different gender than they are, or who is a different race or ethnicity, or a different sexual orientation, and they will base their opinion on the entire group of that race or ethnicity or sexual orientation or gender or age or whatever it is. They'll base their entire opinion of that group on their interaction with this one person. That's how stereotypes tend to happen. They're all hasty generalizations, conclusions that are based on insufficient evidence.